Hey, this is the Fancast, and today we're going to be talking about the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. Yet again, the phone doesn't come out, or it isn't going to be officially announced until August 23rd, and we are now officially 20 days away from that date. Of course, all kinds of leaks have been spewing out onto the internet, and today we have the final hardware specs, allegedly. The specs come to us from Evan Blass, aka EV who is passing along some of his insider knowledge, basically confirming many of the specs that we may have heard whispered before and kind of debunking a few others. But he calls these the final hardware specs. So if anything, this is what you can expect the Galaxy Note 8 to launch with. According to his sources, the Galaxy Note 8 will come with IP68 water and dust resistance. No real surprise there. We saw that on the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. The screen size will measure in a little bit bigger than the S8 Plus at 6.3 inches, but it's going to carry the same 1440 by 2960 resolution and that unique sort of infinity display 18.5 by 9 aspect ratio. Physical dimensions, it's 162 by 5 millimeters tall, and then the width is 74 by 74.6 millimeters, and then it's 8.5 millimeters thick. As far as the processor goes, we're looking at the same Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 processor here in the US, while the global versions are supposed to be carrying the Exynos 8895, again, just like we saw with the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. All models are going to have 64 gigabytes of internal storage along with a micro SD card slot to expand that further. And then you do have 6 gigabytes of RAM standard. And that's a pretty nice improvement over the S8's 4 gigabytes. So that's where they kind of get the edge. I guess the Note gets the edge there. No pun intended. The real fun comes by way of the Galaxy Note 8 dual camera setup. On the back, you're going to have two camera sensors. Both are 12 megapixel sensors with OIS. So that's kind of unique to the Note. I don't think there's any dual cameras that both have optical image stabilization. So that's kind of a nice little hardware feature. The primary camera itself is going to have a wide-angle f1.7 lens and dual pixel autofocus, while the secondary one, is going to have a telephoto zoom lens, 2 times zoom, and it's going to have an f2.4 aperture lens.
So they're kind of going the iPhone 7 route with the zoom lens.
Yeah, and I think I remember there being some rumors that it was going, Samsung was going to go with like 3 times optical zoom. So this is kind of interesting. So it kind of debunks that just with the whole 2 times. I'm wondering if there's not going to be some other little software tricks at play, because I know like with the OnePlus 5, they mentioned it had 1.6 optical, but then OnePlus clarified later and said that it's lossless zoom of up to 2 times. So maybe they can get a little bit more zoom out of it. Well, I guess we'll have to see. But as far as the battery, it's 3,300 milliamp hour battery, and it's using USB-C. The price is going to be incredibly expensive at 1,000 euros when it ships in September, and there's going to be a bunch of new colors: midnight black, maple gold, orchid gray, and deep sea blue. So that pretty much concludes the leaked final hardware specs for the Galaxy Note 8. Any thoughts on those, Joe?
I mean, seems pretty standard to me. The RAM is a nice improvement. The dual cameras will be interesting, but other than that, seems pretty standard.
Yep. So be on the lookout for more from Phandroid.com as we approach the official date for the Galaxy Note 8. The event is on August 23rd. In the meantime, yeah, we'll let you know if any new info comes out. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
See ya.